Spring is only 6 weeks away, and your spring body, the one that's going to be hiking, biking, playing, moving, is being built right now. Not in some perfect plan, not when the weather gets warmer, right now, in these small, unglamorous February moments, in these 5-minute wins. That's what we're talking about today. Welcome to the Biking Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Smith, and I lost 50 pounds riding my bike by focusing on what my body can do. Now, I teach other women how to do the same. I am obsessed with completely flipping the script on weight loss so that we can work out to feel good and feel strong. If you are ready to stop dieting, learn how to appreciate your body, and have fun riding your bike, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hello, my wonderful friend. Welcome back to the podcast. And if you're just joining us for the very first time, I want to send an extra special warm welcome to you. Welcome to the Biking Wellness community. I am so glad that you are here. I do not for a second take it for granted that I get to be in your ear right now, and I am so grateful that we have this time together. So last week, we talked about what to do when your January motivation fades. We talked about being persistent instead of perfect, getting really good at starting again, and having a plan for your worst days. And this week, we're going to talk about how to actually do that, how to start again, how to build momentum when you feel stuck. Because here's the thing, spring is only 6 weeks away, and your spring body, the one that feels strong, the one that is going to be moving and riding your bike and hiking and running and playing, it's being built right now in these 5-minute little wins that we're going to be talking about. I am going to actually give you a menu of options of things that you can do today. Small, doable 5-minute things that you can start doing to really build momentum. And really quickly, before we dive in, if you're listening in real time, I do have a couple one-on-one coaching slots available this week. If you want help creating your own 5-minute reset plan and have someone in your corner helping you build this momentum, email me at stacy@sassy.com. That's STACY@SASCY.com, or DM me on Instagram at sassy_cycling, SASCY cycling, with the word interested. I'll tell you more about this at the end of the episode, but I wanted you to just know that this option is available to you. Okay, let's really dive in now. So first of all, I'm going to give you a little bit of a rule. And I know I'm not a big one with rules, and you're probably not either if you're listening to this podcast, but this is an important rule. If it feels too easy, you are doing it right. That means that it's perfect. So before I give you your 5-minute options, I need you to understand this. I want you to pick the absolute easiest thing that you can think of to start with. The thing that when you choose it, it makes you feel like it isn't quite enough. If you feel like it isn't enough, if you feel like you aren't going to be working hard enough, that means that you have picked exactly the right thing to actually build momentum. You can always add on more once you get that momentum going and once you start feeling confident and feeling good. But right now, let's start with the thing on this list that feels too easy, too simple for you to add on right now. Got it? Okay, here are your options. So, option number 1. 5 minutes of movement a day. 5 minutes. That's it. Not a full workout, not an hour at the gym, not a 10 to 20 mile bike ride, just 5 minutes. So here's what you could potentially do. Dance in the kitchen while you're cooking dinner. Do some squats while you're brewing your coffee or brushing your teeth. I actually do calf raises while I brush my teeth because I am not coordinated enough to do squats and brush my teeth at the same time. Wall push-ups during a commercial break, or push-ups on the carpet during a commercial break. Knee push-ups. I don't do actual push-ups. I can't do actual push-ups. Tell yourself you're just going to do a 5-minute bike ride. That's it. 5 minutes. You can do more if you want once you're on the bike, but just say, this is going to be my 5 minutes of movement today. Walk to the mailbox and back. Do something intentional. Take a 1-block walk around the neighborhood. Shovel a little bit of the driveway. And yes, shoveling counts. Oh my gosh, I think we have more snow coming into this week. My goodness. Do some lunges down the hallway. Do a plank during the intro of your favorite show. March in place while you're on a phone call. march in place while you're at the copier at work. I will do marching. I will do laps around my office while the copier is running. I will sometimes jump up and down in place while the copier is running. Just pick one thing, one easy thing you can do for 5 minutes, that one kind of movement that feels like it isn't enough. Just do it. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Do it to build momentum. That's it. Okay. So that's option 1. And remember, you're just choosing one of these options to start. Option 2 is to take 5 minutes in the morning to plan out what you are going to eat today. Now, this one is going to feel really daunting for some of you, but I'm telling you, this one will give you some serious bang for that 5-minute buck. You take 5 minutes in the morning to decide what you're going to eat. That's it, just 5 minutes. I just take a notebook and I write breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert. And then really quickly, I jot down what I'm going to eat for the day. The reason why this works so well and why you can do it in 5 minutes is because you are making decisions with the thinking and planning part of your brain, not the toddler brain that is driving by the drive-thru and is super duper hungry because you didn't plan anything for dinner tonight. So if you take 5 minutes in the morning to just be like, okay, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast. This is what I'm going to have for lunch. Oh, I know that my evening is pretty crazy. This is the choice that I'm going to make for dinner right now. You are going to make better choices now than you make later. I promise you. So 5 minutes of meal planning in the morning can go so far to helping you actually have the food and the fuel that you need for the day. This is not being complicated. This isn't being perfect. It's just taking 5 minutes to make a decision so that you're not standing in your kitchen at 5 p.m. with no idea what to make. So 5 minutes, make those quick decisions. Boom, you're done. That's option number 2. Option number 3, water. I have talked about water so much on this podcast, but water is just so important. You need water. You need to be hydrated to be active, and you need water to lose weight. That can be your one easy thing, your one habit, making sure that you're drinking water. I buy these big 40-ounce Stanley cups, and I fill one up in the morning before I even go to work. That way I know that I have drank half my water. Once I've finished that cup, all I have to do is fill it up one more time, and boom, I've got my water in for the day. I keep it with me all day long. I sip it throughout the day, and I know that, like I said, once I'm done with one big Stanley cup, that I am halfway there for the day. People are so picky about water bottles. It doesn't have to be a Stanley. It can be literally any water bottle. Just know how much water is in it and know how many of those you need to drink to hit your 64 ounces of water a day. So I'm actually, I guess, even more than halfway through if I drink one of those a day. So fill it up, drink it, and then you're done. Quick, easy 5-minute thing to get you building momentum to having a healthier approach to the spring. Okay, option number 4. Eat when you're hungry, stop when you're satisfied. This is so easy in terms of fitting it in. Before you eat, all you have to do is ask yourself if you're hungry. And while you're eating, pause and ask yourself if you're satisfied. Have you had enough? Check in with yourself. Follow your hunger cues. This is so straightforward. This is not counting calories. This is not counting macros. This is not restricting. It's just paying attention. Am I hungry? If the answer is yes, then you eat. Am I satisfied? If the answer is yes, then you stop. This, like I said, kind of like planning your meals for 5 minutes a day is one of the simplest, most powerful habits you can build. And it doesn't even take 5 minutes. It's just a part of what you're already doing. It just encourages you to be a little bit more aware of when you're actually hungry or if you are eating for some other reason. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you always stop at enough, because let me be super honest with you, I still don't do that. I will never do that. Sometimes I check in with myself and I say, am I hungry still? The answer is no. But am I going to keep eating? Because I'm just going to keep eating today. And the idea is that you're not going to always perfectly stop every single time, but you are building that awareness muscle that is so helpful and necessary in terms of when you are fueling your body and trying to lose weight at the same time. Building this habit and building this awareness habit is key to moving forward. So my next option for you, which I think is super powerful, I actually have a whole episode on this. It's episode number 49, I believe, on sleep. try to get to bed a little bit earlier. Try to get a little bit more sleep at night. Just try going to bed 5 minutes earlier. If you normally go to bed at 11 o'clock, try getting in bed at 10:55. I know that seems like it's not enough, but remember what I told you about when it seems like not enough? If it feels like it's not enough, that means it is perfect. And as you get good at building this muscle of going to bed a little bit earlier, then you can be like, okay, 5 more minutes. So I'm going to go to bed at 10:50 instead of 10:55. And again, I know it seems like it's so small, but getting enough sleep is so essential to us making good decisions and choices about moving our bodies, about what we're going to be eating, about fueling our bodies properly, and about just feeling good and having the energy we need for our day. We need sleep to recover. We need sleep to recover both mentally and physically. For this week, I just want you to be like, yep, I'm going to go to bed 5 minutes earlier. And then maybe the night after, how about 5 minutes earlier than that, until you gradually get yourself to your ideal going to bed time so that you can hit the number of hours of sleep. Build that sleep habit. It is so useful, so helpful. Your body will absolutely thank you, and your weight loss efforts will thank you too. Your energy will thank you. 5 minutes. That is all that you need to start. Now, I know you might be thinking, Stacey, this is silly. 5 minutes isn't going to make a difference, but here's what I need you to understand. These 5-minute wins are what actually build the body that's ready for spring. It builds the version of you that is able to move into the spring and the summer ahead of the game, feeling good, feeling strong. And you don't need to be perfect. You don't even have to wait for motivation. Trust me, my friend, if you're sitting around waiting for motivation, you are going to be waiting a very long time. That is just not how motivation works. And remember, there's nothing wrong with you. And I think that's something that I need to remind you of again and again and again. If you are sitting there, sitting on the couch wondering, why can't I just do one of these simple 5-minute things that Stacey is recommending I do? It's because you're waiting for that motivation that's never going to come. I want you to pick the easiest thing for you on this list. And I want you to tell yourself, you know what? I don't feel like doing this. I'm not in the mood. I don't think it's enough. I'm skeptical, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? So make that commitment to yourself. Make that commitment today. Pick your one thing, the thing that feels too easy, the thing that feels like it's not going to be enough, and just do it today. I love this. So this is 5 options, 5 things that you can potentially do to start building that muscle and building that habit of doing something for yourself every single day. Now, if you are listening to this and you're thinking, Stacey, I need help creating my 5-minute reset plan. I need someone to help me figure out what will actually work for me. I need someone to help hold me accountable. I hear you. And if you are listening in real time, I have a couple of one-on-one coaching slots available this week. We can work together to create a plan that fits your life. We can figure out your easiest starting point together, and I can be there and be there with you every step of the way. If this sounds like something that you need, all you have to do is email me at stacy@sassy.com. That's STACY@SASCY.com. Or DM me on Instagram at Sassy Cycling. That's SASCY Cycling with the word interested. And we can chat about what the options are and what can potentially work best for you. Okay, my friend, here's what I want you to do this week. Pick your one thing, whether it be movement, meal planning, drinking enough water, eating when you're hungry and stopping at enough, or getting to bed 5 minutes earlier. Pick the one thing that feels the easiest. Pick that one 5-minute activity that you know that you can do every day that will help you build momentum. And if you skip a day, that's okay. Just get good at starting. Remember, that's what we talked about last week. All you have to do is be willing to start again. So I want you to pick your thing. I want you to do it. I want you to do it for 5 minutes today. And I want you to email me and tell me that you did it. Email me at stacy@sassy.com. That's STACY@SASCY.com and tell me your 5-minute thing that you are going to do today? What is the one thing that you absolutely know that you can do? Tell me, and I read every single email, and I will 100% be the one to respond to you and cheer you on. Your spring body is being built right now. In these small February moments, we are building our bodies, our momentum, our strength for the spring right now in these 5-minute wins. You've got this. I believe in you. I know you can do this, and I am cheering for you every single step of the way. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Biking Wellness Podcast. Be sure to head on over to sassy.com/guide, SASCY.com/guide, to get my completely free Lose Weight Biking Quick Start Guide so that you can get started with simple, doable weight loss today. That's SASCY.com/guide.